HTC, once known for their metallic unibody smartphones, has changed approach this year with its U Ultra. In the sapphire blue color, the handset definitely has eye candy written all over it, but the sophisticated liquid finish does attract a fair few smudges and fingerprints. To complement the glass, a metal rim is found around the phone, giving it the ability to withstand falls and gives the handset a very premium feel and heft at 170 grams. Up on the front, the protection continues. You get a Gorilla Glass 5 protected 5.7-inch Super LCD 5 Quad HD display, which is great under the sun and has good viewing angles. It isn't as sharp nor as vibrant as an AMOLED panel, but the benefit is that the colors you see on screen are way more realistic. You also don't get an immersive experience because of how large the bezels and chins are, but that's primarily because of the phone's secondary display. It's found up top and functions similar to an active display. You get notifications, the time, as well as features like pinning favorite contacts, music playback, and weather updates. I didn't use it as often as I should have, but taking a peek at notifications during class via the display was very helpful. With that out of the way, it's only fitting to talk a bit about audio. HTC's trademark boom sound is impressive through the phone's speakers, and yes, the loudspeaker and the speaker grill make a stereo experience, but unfortunately you don't get a 3.5mm headphone jack. Instead, you have to use HTC's proprietary U-Sonic headphones, which connect to the phone using USB-C. These tune sound to match your ear canals, and once again, this is no gimmick and the difference is definitely noticeable. What's not so different though is the phone's user interface. HTC Sense atop of Android 7.0 Nougat is bloatware free, but doesn't do much to set it apart. The only real difference I felt was the AI assistant that the company is pushing, which helped bring up relevant notifications and integrated well with Google Now thanks to the 4 always-on microphones on the smartphone. Despite the beefy internals of the U Ultra, the phone wasn't as smooth as I expected, with multitasking and RAM management taking a toll. Smaller things like the non-centered home button really didn't help my OCD, but the fingerprint scanner was reasonably fast and accurate. I feel like the user interface doesn't do as much justice to the large screen either, barring Android's stock split screen functionality. But for gaming enthusiasts, the phone is quite a treat. The large screen is good for numerous titles, which the phone handles very well. Just when gaming for longer amounts of time, you do notice the phone overheating at the top right, but that's nothing major. Now, HTC's bane in the past has been its camera, but the 12-megapixel unit on the device left me quite surprised. The pictures I took came out sharp and had great dynamic range, all at the expense of a slower shutter speed. Performance at night too saw no major complaints, and pictures remained relatively noise-free. Over on the front, the selfie camera took very detailed images with its auto HDR, both in the day and night, with its wider lens helping for group pictures. As far as video goes, it remained very smooth, but I did notice a slight warping effect to it, but that could just be me. And while you might say the Ultra is a success, the battery is where it falters. The 3000 mAh cell isn't enough to run its internals and the large Quad HD display, getting me just over 4 hours of screen on time over Wi-Fi and cellular data. This is just about average, but with Quick Charge 3.0, charging the phone is very convenient and takes just under 2 hours. So who is this phone for? At its price point, the phone brings reasonable performance backed with a great build and a camera suite despite not being a dual sensor, but it falls short when it comes to its battery life and the implementation of its secondary display. I feel like the phone would be a strong contender if priced a little lower, knowing that future flagships may come with the same processor, so HTC definitely has a head start with that regard. But that's pretty much it for this review. Let me know what you guys think about the phone in the comments below and subscribe for more videos in the future. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.